Introduction. In a world that shouts, exaggerates, hastily judges, and imposes, we often forget the power of quiet choices. Stoicism doesn't offer us loud victories. It teaches us the art of being indestructible in silence. In this video, 10 inner decisions that the crowd won't notice, but that have the power to turn your life around. It's not about fighting the external. It's about winning over yourself. Stay calm. Your heart is like a lake. A storm of thoughts raises waves, but deep inside, the water remains calm. Staying calm is not about not feeling, it's about not letting your emotions take command. The Stoic does not fight the storm. He lets it pass by without disturbing the inner balance. And it is when everyone else is screaming, your silence speaks the loudest. Reflect on yourself. Every day is a mirror into which you should look, not for self-accusations, but for an honest look at yourself. Who am I? What am I striving for? What guides me? Reason or fear? Stoic reflection is not self-examination, but a path to self-understanding. For only those who see themselves clearly will not become puppets of the world. Accustom yourself to pause. Before you respond, stop. Before you condemn, pause. There is always a space between stimulus and response. And it is in that space that our freedom lies. The Stoic trains himself to wait to act, not to react. Because silence before responding is a strength, not a weakness. Develop empathy. Understanding doesn't always mean agreeing. A Stoic learns to see the pain of others, even when they're throwing stones. Empathy is not about gentleness, but wisdom. It allows you to see deeper, to hear the silence behind the words, to feel not only yourself but the world. Focus on the virtues. Fame, money, status, all pass away. Only the virtues stay with you until the end. Courage, justice, wisdom, moderation, the 4 pillars on which the soul of the Stoic is held. Work not at looking good, but at being good. Your virtue is your home. Accept reality. There are things you can change, and there are things you can't. Stoicism teaches us, accepting doesn't mean giving up. It means recognizing boundaries and not wasting power on what is beyond your control. Acceptance is a form of spiritual courage. It's like saying to the world, you can't break me, even if I can't change you. Let yourself laugh. Seriousness is not always a sign of depth. A Stoic is no stranger to lightness. A smile is also a weapon. It relieves tension, melts conflicts, reminds, even in the darkest moment there is room for light. Laugh, but don't despise. Smile because you realize, life is not an enemy, but a journey. Set boundaries. Your kindness should not become an entrance without a door. Boundaries are about showing respect for yourself. A Stoic doesn't let others define his worth. He doesn't shout, respect me. He simply lives in such a way that it becomes inevitable. Say no, not out of anger, but out of dignity. Choose forgiveness. Forgiveness is not forgetting, and it's not to justify. It's about letting go. Not for another, but for yourself. The Stoic realizes, holding on to a grudge is drinking poison and waiting for the other to die. Forgiveness is an act of inner freedom. It is a step forward when everything pushes back. Learn to change your perspective. The way you see the world is not the only possible angle. Changing perspective is an act of spiritual flexibility. The Stoic asks himself, what else can I see in this situation? Where others see an end, he sees a lesson. Where others see an insult, he sees a mirror. And so he always grows, even in loss. Conclusion. These 10 solutions don't resound on social media. They don't draw a crowd. But they're the ones that change everything. Not from the outside, but from within. Stoicism teaches us to live not to appear strong, but to be real. And real strength is in the quiet choice to be calm, to be wise, to be free. And if you choose this path, the world may not notice. But your soul will say thank you.